So everybody, just address the elephant in the room. But y'all didn't catch it. We was talking about pretty much dating outside your race. It was like certain people look like they date outside their race. There's certain black people you look at, you be like, they don't mess with people outside their race.
See, look, before we even get deeper into that, I just want to say this. It's only weird if the person who's dating outside their race strictly won't date their own race. That's the only time it's weird. I feel like.
That's true.
Because if you like who you like, but if you don't like who you are, then I'm sorry. That's
I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
That's weird to me.
I'm biased. I ain't biased. Y'all can come for me. So I do find it weird when black women date outside their race, but I don't find it weird when black men date outside their race. Let me explain why. I know it sounds a little interesting. So I'm gonna go off the women's side of it first. The reason I find it weird when black women date outside their race because black women they way more for black men than that's it black men are for black women. So like it's in the culture, like black women they really ride it out for black male. They say all the time. I know they always say niggas ain't shit, but they really rock with black males. But like black men,
a whole list of
I know black men
jail. You feel me? Cause of a week, bro.
I'm gonna say they still rock with it. Like a lot of black women want to date black men. Facts. You know, we like black men are seen as alpha, but now vice versa.
That's facts.
It's really like it's random. Like, it's not really random, but like a lot of black men are consistent, with dating black women, and it starts at a young age. And I'll dive into that later on at a different point.
Dartese, I'm gonna just say that's crazy. But welcome to
that bullshit. I don't go tit for tat. Hit the party, feel like started with these dance moves. And if your bitch wanna dance, then you know I'm a groove. Young wild nigga been breaking all these rules. Still got all these bitches mad cause they know I'ma choose. These niggas is my sons, no child support. Soon as Vinny hit record, automatic score. Ain't no chivalry, but I done opened a lot of doors. Ain't talking Sir Charles, this is chess, watch me kill the board. Trying to run it up and we ain't doing it off scamming. Voters had a
welcome to another episode of Don't Do That Chat. Go ahead and introduce myself. I'm N80.
This is your boy DontDoThatChat, aka Tease.
There's buddy, we better get into it. I'm Damo, you feel me?
And our special guest, we'll start off with
Mo. Free. Soy.
So how y'all feel about my take, ladies? Let me y'all sound naive or y'all think you think I'm onto something.
I'm glad you said ladies because I was thinking, oh man. Oh yeah.
I think you sound crazy.
Oh. Yes.
What are you talking about? Like, I'm not even mad at the stance. I'm mad at the explanation. So maybe you should dive deeper into it.
He kind of cut me off.
Yeah, right. So maybe you should, because you're saying because we ride so much for black men that.
Okay, I'll break it down. That probably would have asked me. Let me go more into depth right there. Okay. That's what I do best. You know what I'm saying? So first thing, while black males are just like one of the most sort of like this ethics to be with, black males are seen as more alpha, dominant. We really are, a lot of black males are seen as sexual symbols and stuff like that. So when it comes to dominant, when a woman is looking for it in a male, a lot of times black men fit that description. That's why a lot of other races, women like black males. Vice versa, white men aren't seen as alpha. They're seen as weaker for the most part. All the time, white men come out as attractive when you think of financially. And there are a lot of more black men are becoming more financially stable nowadays and stuff like that. The shit is starting to change.
Or
so
maybe emotionally,
you can go there now. Vice versa with black women. So the standard when it comes to women, and this is where black women get a lot of bad representation, which they necessarily don't deserve. So when it comes to black women, when it comes to being like what's attractive in a woman, what guys will say, they're like feminine, they like kind of like submissive women, and that's not necessarily the traits of a lot of black women. I'm just not going off how I feel about it, but I'm saying this is what like society, so like social standards, social norms when it comes to like black women.
Now, we still talking about the woman.
The last part. Now I'll bring it off to you. So and that's why I said it makes more sense when black male kind of go off that, kind of get confused at a young age because they weren't really raised right. They seen on TV and society beauty standards, and they start to develop hate for their own stuff in a woman. As in, vice versa, black women always seen on through TV and media that black males are the cream of the crop. We bigger and better, almost like, you know, at least in the physical, sexual mind. Even though that hasn't been necessarily 100% true. So this makes more sense for black women only want to really date their man, and black women that kind of teeter depending on your mindset and where you at and how you was educated.
I just want to.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'll make it quick. I just wanted to pick up off of where you were talking about. Just the whole thing in general. Basically, I just want to give you a perspective of how I look at the world and how I think other people look at the world too. when I see a person that I like, regardless of what her race is, you know, I think it was like, oh damn, like I may like somebody who's Latina, and I might like somebody who's like Asian, Filipino, somebody who's
white.
Say
Say it like you mean it.
I'm not gonna lie, like I've never dated a white girl, but I have dated a black and white girl.
Have you been with a white girl?
No, never.
Wow.
Okay, we're going.
Never. No. Yeah, sorry, no. But anyways, look, we all have our preferences. I just let you know, I cannot see myself settling down with like a traditional white girl. You know, if we gonna be like that, if it's a girl like
I'm talking about clapping cheeks. Not even clapping that.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Oh, well, that's what
Yeah,
you're a football player in college and you ain't hit a white girl.
Oh no, I think you said dating.
White.
No. He said you ever been with a white girl, like been with.
Oh yeah. That's strictly one night stands. Strictly, like never again.
Yeah.
Never. Never again. Lightning did not strike twice. But I just want to say, the way I see it is basically if you see somebody who's outside of our race, somebody who's like let's say Filipino, right? And they like Asian men, they like white men, they like black men, they like mixed men. It's the same thing with everybody of different races and shit like that.
It's because they men are idolized as alpha, like sexual symbols.
But some people see different. Like I mean, there are people of their respective race that are alphas in their race, or like have that alpha image in their woman's eyes.
It's just
like take a look at Japanese.
I just feel like you're taking away from the black woman. You're saying all these things that the black man is and how you're supreme to all other types of men. That's just saying that you don't value black women the same way that you value black women, or that people don't. I'm not saying not that you don't, but that people don't. Because black women are stronger than I don't know any other type of woman that you can name. You know, like we ride for y'all like nobody else will.
Stop there. You keep
Oh, absolutely. No. I mean, like,
but that's what I'm saying.
Nobody's gonna be able to raise your black children like a black woman is.
I agree.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to relate to your black mama like a black woman is.
That's the whole point.
So that's what I'm saying is for you to say, well, I can see a black man reaching outside his race, but I can't see a black. You know. Because
I'll explain a little further into that. Like I'm saying, so you're going off of what society thinks. As a black male, if you was raised probably by a black mom, you should see that naturally, and you should follow in that track. A lot of black males weren't raised by that, and they let their patients to media, TV, everything. TV was always like
society. How you feel?
I'll be honest. I went through the shit. So I'm gonna give a quick story because I don't want to take up all the talking time. So quick story. Growing up from when I was young in San Francisco. I was raised by my mom. My mom is hella ratchet. My sister's ratchet. So that was who I was raised around with a black woman. So when I seen that, I was like, ooh, I don't know how I feel 100% about black people. I never thought they were unattractive. Like I would never date a black woman, but I was skeptical. And when I actually really started falling in love with a black woman, like when to date black woman, only black women have kids with black women, is actually when I went to college. And I saw different types of black women. I was exposed to different black women. A lot of black people live in the ghetto hood, so we exposed to those type of black women. But we're not educated. We don't realize this is black women that's educated, successful, driven. And so I got that in college. So now I started thinking that these black women, I'm like, damn, this black woman is amazing. Now I started being around actually white people. Now I'm like, that's a lot ass white girl right there. That's a little extra ass white girl. So like, I be putting that on a black woman. And this might be more of a woman trait in some aspects of it. So I started saying I started getting less and less attracted to other races and start really like I already want a black wife. As in younger me, because I was in the hood, ratchet black girls, and my family, particularly from my family, talking like, I don't know. But as I got older,
and then was like, that nigga.
Hell no, I wasn't. I'm not even gonna lie with you. But it wasn't like I hate black women. It was more like I don't know about the black women I've been around. So when I was exposed to upper echelon black women, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, let me a sister. Like I don't want my kids to be black. I'm with it. Don't mean I wouldn't mess with girls outside my race, but now it takes that much more for me to mess with. Especially because I'm the age of kids. Like I want kids, so I'm like, I want my kids to be black, full black. So if I wasn't messing with outside my race, it's like you got to be so up there for me. Like, okay, my kids gonna be mixed to that because I already want my kids to be full black.
And it's just a cold game because that's how we end up just getting outside of our community. Like that bad rap that a black woman has, and it's so frustrating because I spoke to this the other day. Like, black women be angry or whatever the case may be, but nobody ever pays attention to why. Or nobody ever gives any any, I don't know how to put
Concern.
it. Yeah, no, to that. Like, why don't we ever talk about what caused it? Why she might be angry? Why she might be like, everybody just wants to give them the bad rap. Like, oh, y'all extra, y'all mad. Like, most times people have black women fucked up. From the men that are supposed to love us to the corporate spaces that we try to enter, everything. Like the other day I was having a bad day and all I needed to do was just cry, and I was like, I can't cry because I have to walk into this office and I can't be the black girl that has a problematic home life. Like I cannot walk into this space as the only black woman, the only single mother, the only single.
You sharpen the stereotypes.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't add on to that. I can't even have a bad day.
So you don't realize what you're talking about. You're describing things. So that's why black women have it harder. They got to go through two fronts. It's called intersectionality. What that pretty much means is you got to fight things as being a black person. You got to face things as being a woman, another minority. Then you got to face things as being a black woman. That only fits your gender.
Oh no, and so a single mother. So
and then you got. I didn't want to go all the way to it.
No,
I was going with the Kool-Aid. So you go through different struggles with that because you start feeling stereotyped and you got to battle being a black person. So when black issues come up, you got to be at the forefront. When woman issues come up, you got to be at the forefront. Now when black woman issues come up, you got to be at the forefront. So it really breaks you down and it makes you got to be stronger. So black women always have to be strong because they got to go through so many fronts. So when society sees that, she's like, damn, that's a loud, boisterous black woman. Or she educated, but now she's kind of bitchy because now she's saying too much. She knows she talk about too much. That's not the role of a typical woman because a lot of women have to fight like that. They don't have to fight so many battles.
They don't have to have that strength. Yeah. You're allowed to be soft and quiet and gentle and submissive and loving and kind. Because you have to go through bullshit.
You're a real nigga, so it's different for you. I think you kind of embrace it a little bit.
Yeah.
I saw you last, watch our last episode, Battle and say, she a real one. Don't let that little, it's hard, you want it down. She over there.
No, I'm just saying, if I didn't have to be, I don't think that I would be as,
Okay. Get into the funny part of that. So what characteristics makes it seem like a person's gonna date? Like you said, earlier you said, it looks like Marjani would date a white woman.
Okay.
And I used to get that all the time too. And I did say earlier.
Man, what do that mean?
Damn.
I'm offended my soul. Do that.
You look like you date white women, bro.
You definitely look like you don't date.
I love black women. That's good.
No, I'm
I
saying,
should have dated a Filipino or like some
but
Asian.
I can see
She just tried to throw that on me.
Cambodian,
y'all look like y'all only date black men, so you look like you can go the other way. I can see you dating outside your race.
I have dated outside my race. I've dated an islander.
Me too.
An islander, he was fine. Mexican.
But
other than that, they'll be like black and Mexican or like black. I love my black men. I can't stay away from it.
She for sure.
it's my
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I would date outside my race.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know about a white person, honestly. It just
Counsel her right now.
white guy. I don't
with it.
know. I'm not gonna start a family with no white man, but
What if it's a mistake? What if it's a mistake?
Can we touch why not?
we can
talk about
limit
it.
that any mistakes.
Like why y'all won't date a white person?
Black girls do not find a white man. Not all white men.
I think it's those special moments that you have with a black man that nobody ever will be able to touch. Like when y'all ride in the car and Gap Band comes on, and a white person's gonna be like, and a nigga go like, turn this shit up, let's sing. Like those.
When the cops be y'all driving, the cops be drop off like shit.
Yeah.
White person not gonna man.
You run across a white dude that's on that type of time.
See, but I just want to say this. It's hard for me to think. Like I don't know how far you guys are thinking. I really don't know how what you guys' social lives is like. But man, it don't mean just because somebody's black that they have the same tendencies, right? Like we all grew up in the Bay Area, or most of us did.
I think the only thing for me is okay, you said, I feel like you could find somebody, there's always some
white people outside. We're in the Bay Area, it's very diverse.
But for me, I would just say, I think it's constantly having to explain your struggle to someone, or they're overcompensating, because I have been with dates on people outside my race, and you can just feel that they're
they can't connect.
If you get in the Uber and they immediately play rap music,
What it is, she's trying to
I don't know,
it's because it's pink.
That too.
That's what she's trying to say.
Her facial expression got me. I was like, wait, what?
I just won't be able to relate to some things that a black man can relate I feel like if we're out in a setting, I don't know because I just
wear
feel
my
like
hair wrapped.
I want to
Exactly.
know.
Wait,
I want to be able to know that I can count on
It's
you
not
as a black
out
man.
there.
To protect you.
There are very
Yes,
few
and I'm not
between.
saying like a white man can't.
But he may have
I'm not
elements.
saying.
What
I kind of like a little hood, my niggas though. It might be-
Y'all want to say the truth. You like the y'all like the struggling, y'all niggas.
That's what it is.
They niggas, bro. They don't want to say it. You feel me? And it kind of remind me. This is a what's that shit called? When you talking about a
I
show.
hate you.
When you talking about a show early and you I don't want to whatever this shit is. It's on what's that? Snowfall. And it kind of go back to that. I feel like thinking about the little scene when the wife, you feel me, went up in there on the door when he was getting a tattoo. Like, what the fuck you doing? You feel me? Our daughter just died. You feel me? I don't know if everybody's seen that.
Damn,
shit.
no, I haven't
Fucking
seen
oh,
that.
I'm glad I don't the fuck out. I'm glad I don't.
Spoiler alert. You feel me?
But she
alright,
was checking him.
I just know somebody
checking that nigga.
Okay.
And she based, and I feel like.
Wait, you still talking about it?
You know,
Yeah,
talking
no,
about
he's
this
not
shit, but I'm
going
not
to.
going to. I'm not going. You feel me? But it goes back to I feel like we need to give our black women more of a voice. You feel me? Like it's okay to listen to your woman in a sense, and it caught like just to negate some of the crazy. You know what I'm saying? If we listen more and you allow them to express themselves, and we do what we supposed to do in a sense, like if she was telling this nigga to do something, and when it didn't get done, she went out and did it. You feel me? Like I feel like her nigga gonna see that, and it's gonna make him move differently as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about the dynamic. I don't really know where I'm going with this. I'm kind of
I kind of want to jump in on that. I kind of when I was watching the interview of DC Young Fly, DC, and
what show?
he was getting what was his name? Is it Reggie Jackson? The old black guy with the bald. He be asking the most weird questions. Okay, well, anyways, he was interviewing DC, and he asked him like if
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he was like basically if a woman is a woman going to have a control over your life, basically that's what he was saying. Like if you do what she says, like she's having control. He was like, no, I don't believe that, but he said she'll have a say so in my decisions. Like it'll be like I'm just saying like it doesn't mean one thing. It just means that she has a say so. Like she has an input.
Right. And
Oh.
what I would say is like if a woman is raised the right way, or if she really respects you as a man, she's gonna say what she says. But if she trusts you as a man, she's gonna allow for you to have a last say. I'm not gonna let you lead me into no bullshit. So I'm trusting your character. Like I know who I'm dealing with, and I'm gonna follow you into this. Now, if you fuck up, then you know that's the thing. But I think that if you allow for somebody, it's so easy to like please women. Men just make. I promise you, the way that y'all be like making us seem so difficult.
Put the question up there. Look, I want you to look at the camera and say that.
We're not that hard to please. We are not at all.
Cat, where the hat's at? Where the fuck is the hat at? Oh my god.
Now y'all want to you know what I'm saying? Y'all get pleased and then
I'm not saying it all regardless. I'm not at all saying that, but I'm just saying, and I won't even say that word easy, please. I would just say that y'all make it harder. Y'all make it harder.
You see that explanation? You see that explanation?
In the upside down world, in the upside down world, I feel
it's not that hard to make a woman. It's just that y'all make them harder. Like,
What? Does that not make sense? Y'all make it harder for yourselves than you have to. If I'm telling you what I need, first of all, why not just give me that?
Sometimes women don't know what they need.
oh my god! Oh my! Hey, listen. I got a question. I got a question. I got a question for you. All right, for all three of y'all. Okay.
These three women know what they need.
Period.
All right, I'll tell you this. So,
That's what they all said.
basically, a woman wants a man that can provide, right? So if she wants a man that can provide, what makes you think that there aren't double standards?
Well, I can provide too.
Yeah.
So when I'm coming in this with what I'm asking for you, I'm doing the same.
And
I'm
I can
never
do
gonna
for
come into
myself.
a situation asking me to do more than what I'm doing because I want to match what we're doing together.
Absolutely.
So then we can both be at the same level and continue to go up.
But you won't mess with a nigga below you, but you mess with Right.
I feel like that's where
I
the
have.
problem comes
How far
from.
below you?
That's where the problem comes from.
How far below you? So now, look at me, my right now.
Look,
How far below
that's the
you?
problem.
So
You got shit, right?
A man should
I don't know because I've never been with somebody who was far below me.
Yeah,
By
me neither.
choice.
Not far.
We was talking about that with
By
last
choice.
My choice, but all the men that approach me are men that
You never got approached by a broke nigga.
You don't carry yourself like you would.
Have you ever
tolerate
gave
broke niggas,
time?
so you don't.
You give like 2 minutes of your time.
so I don't fuck with them.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't even let the broke dude get a chance. That's what I'm saying. Like, you never got an opportunity. Like,
But it's like, I mean, if you doing what you're supposed to be doing,
oh, she's stuttering. She's nervous.
then I mean, I may take that initiative.
So,
But it's not like I go out
So how
like,
much
oh, you
lower?
don't got no money or you're not where I'm at, so I'm not with you. I've never been like
We'll keep it simple. You make $1,000 a year, right?
exposure.
How much of that?
$1,000
I'm joking. I'm just using a random. I'm not trying to support you.
I'm about to say, like-
you make $1,000 a year, right? How much below that 1,000 can that man make for you and still mess with him? Could he be in the 500 range?
no, you gotta be like in a 7, 8.
You gotta be. So he could be
You're
25%.
more,
So when she trying to save people, and the dude gotta be the 80%, like 2% from her. Like she making 100K, he gotta make at least 80K. Like he need to be somewhere in that, you know, that 2%.
This is a
Yeah, I agree because we could go 80 to that 100, and then we could go from our 100, and then we could go up. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
At this
once
point,
we do
no.
that-
At this big age, we not fucking with no broke niggas. Now, at 19-year-old me, might have been like, I'm gonna thug it out. Just for the Allura shit. Just the Allura shit.
But I just want to say something is like for
High school don't count.
But
Niggas
but
don't
even
count.
right now, like
I've never been with
Whoa, you ain't rocking that nigga that fall off?
see, even right now,
Oh,
there's
you have
niggas.
to.
There's like we're only 25. I mean, you know, I'm 25. You feel me?
Young nigga.
He did his birthday was
Older niggas.
All I'm saying is right now there's still people who like broke out into their prime when they turn like 27, even when they turn 29, even when they get in their 30s, and then boom, they balling. But I mean, you won't give a nigga like for example, if I was making like $500 every week,
That's different. That's like what 2K.
that's $2K a month.
I don't know.
Like
In what state?
Like that?
What state we talking about?
Because in Georgia we might come rock. But out here we gonna be sleeping. We gonna be home.
We make it so instant on lives.
Okay,
Where
here.
you come from? Does it matter if you say he has to make a certain amount of money? You feel me? Does it matter where he receives income? Don't matter. So what if he?
As long as I don't have to be involved in your
I was asking.
There's
In these activities, and y'all say y'all not rubbing no broke nigga, and say he does happen to, you know, take a loss
Or
he said,
to the jail and everything during these.
That's just the risk you run with that type
Hey,
of
notice
shit.
how
I'm being hypocrite to say no.
She better be prepared.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
when
being
you sign
hypocrite to
up
say
for that,
no.
when you sign up for that, you sign up for everything that comes
Okay.
with it.
Exactly.
Hey, y'all, good game. That's good game right there.
Like,
I had to sign up for that for like 8.5 years. It wasn't no issue. It was fine. We ain't never ran into no, you know.
You say 8.5 years.
When you heard the nigga
That makes sense though. But the
No,
dope
he wasn't in jail.
I was finna say, God damn, man.
That's
That's loyal, boy.
But look,
Yeah.
I said it. But think about it.
Here's what I'll speak to that. Okay, so I had a friend that was like really, really adamant back in the day on like, I'm not messing with no nigga that's not washing my car every week. Every date we go on. That's what I thought. Every day we go on, he's paying. I was raised by my grandmother, and so she has old school values, and she would tell me like every now and then, you pull out your wallet and you pay for the date. Like that's some fly shit. That's what I was.
We fuck with that.
So that's some shit that you know I was raised on. So I'm not on the whole you always do for me, it's on you. We're a team at the end of the day. And that's just how we should operate as a team. So I've never really looked down on a nigga because of what he makes. Like I've been with a nigga without a job and been like, okay, well, every day I need you to be trying to
Boss his ass around every day. You got no job.
No. And I don't need to be on top of you. You're a grown ass man. And like I said, that comes down to knowing who you're dealing with. You
dealing
shouldn't
with
be
a bum,
with.
you not on top of him? Like get your together. You dealing with a bum. You just letting him be a bum.
No, I didn't say I was dealing with a bum. I said I was dealing with a man who That's different. That's two different type of people.
Yeah. That's
Respect on that nigga,
That's different.
That was a long time ago. Anyway, they just need to have a job. But yeah, I feel like it comes down to knowing who you're messing with. If you see the drive in that person, if you know they're not going to allow for themselves to stay in that position or lean on you, or whatever the case may be, then that's what you use as your discretion, like to what you do.
So
that's good. But
go back into the basic.
What was the basic question?
It was like women. She said women are easy to be pleased. And I just want to, before you go to your next remark, I just want to get my final dissertation about this. You know what I'm saying? So
Dissertation.
Yeah, I got the whole thing written up for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by that. So this is what I mean by that. So when I say they're easy to be pleased, technically, if we go semantics, they do. Women kind of do lay out what they kind of want from the man. But the point is this is where they mess up at. Once you fulfill what they want, they move the goalposts. So it's like, let me go to it. So it'll be like this. So my girl will be like, I want you to start bringing me flowers. I'm like, you know what? I don't need you. Let me get some flowers. I'm gonna mix it up.
No, you say you picking the
No,
flowers.
that's
You say you gonna pick the flowers.
I said that.
You say that nigga gonna pick the flowers.
At the same
No,
time,
I said bring me some flowers.
What about you say you gonna buy me some flowers?
No, I'm talking about. I'm different. I'm
just
she didn't have to tell you.
But
I have to tell you.
think about real estate. Women say we're easy to be pleased. So the only way you can be easy to be pleased, you gotta tell somebody how I want to be pleased. It's like you should just know how to please me in the bed. Know what you like. People like different things.
And I get tired of
being
a pleaser. You feel me? Sometimes I want to get
spontaneous like that.
You gotta have a base with you, but you gotta
flowers. Hey, buy me some flowers. I might look at them. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, I just say,
buy me some flowers.
Let me put this in perspective. If somebody got to tell you to get them flowers, that means that like, what kind of relationship is that? Because I feel like a relationship has to start by you learning the little details about that person.
But
like,
flowers is not
if that's the case where everybody would be dating, I feel like the only time you should ever be communicating what you like and what you don't like is when it comes to like things in bed and like behavioral things. But as far as like learning how to make the other person happy, like spontaneously. If you don't have that, bro, that's what we care about.
Can I give some
You gotta tell your girl sometimes what you like.
Can I give some
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying there has to be some spontaneity.
No, I'm just speaking to the sexual aspect of this. Do yourself a favor. When you get a new partner, spend a whole, 30 minutes, 45 minutes just touching, kissing, licking, whatever you can do to different parts of their body and have them rated, 1 to 5. If it's a 5, you know the spot. Okay? Just get to know the person's body.
Sober artists won't do a lot of things. I ain't gonna lie. But drunk artists are like aroused artists.
This nigga said that don't even count.
That's like walking around. Like I do some stuff I regret the next day. Like I could always do it.
I'm no longer sore when I get to that point.
And like you gotta. It's a whole different person start coming out.
Yeah. Wait. If we can't bring it up the next day,
it's like when we done.
You can't.
Don't tell me what I was saying.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know who was acting the damn fool. I would know if you was acting damn fool. Hey, I done caught a couple of my friends. Like for example, they came back. I be like,
not me.
now you know you had sex. Like you didn't even think about taking a shower.
That's different shit.
You gotta let people know when they're asking for themselves. That's what I'm saying. You gotta give that reality.
You said you
You have to.
Oh, hey.
Women are really hot. So the woman is the bar is set really hot for women to come in there smelling great. You know what I'm saying? Like that's part of y'all trade house women.
Yeah.
Like yo, the dude can be a little musky, it's a little bit. I say too musky, a little bit. Y'all can be cool with it. Y'all can be cool with it. But as
Wait.
y'all gotta
Say wait. Just a disclaimer. Don't do that shit. Don't they own
straight out of 24 hoop court.
That's what I'm saying. It's different standard. She just admitted to. I'm telling you.
Wait.
Not me.
But look though, men do produce a pheromone in women. You feel me? That do attract. You feel me? The opposite sex. I'm not coming up in there with no muscle nigga. I'm not doing that.
I'm just saying though. But surprisingly, I have friends that are girls and guys, and they told me about the stories where the nastiest time they had sex. Like one of my guy friends, bro. Like he multiple chicks and play basketball games in the same day.
Oh no, you
and dirty dandle.
Yeah, that's
dirty dandle. And then I've known females who know the dude came straight out of football practice and still decided.
I want to be clear.
That's disgusting.
That's feminine health.
That's not good.
That
like you
for your
cannot
kids.
have sex with multiple women, whether it's days apart,
Yeah,
weeks
that's
apart.
fucked up.
Their bodies will let them know that
How
you're
many
fucking.
days apart should
Yeah, definitely.
from a?
Yeah,
It's gonna throw off her pH,
No, I'm
however.
just asking, like, how many days should it be apart from a man? You know,
24.
I'm just asking, not for me. Just I'm just asking for others. You
I
know,
thought you said clean, you know.
Oh,
Y'all just
no,
look at
let
me.
me tell you that just because you shower doesn't mean that you're not giving me whatever, you know, is on your
Oh,
Energy.
No,
Energy, all that
You
shit.
definitely exchange.
But no, I'm not
energy,
even talking
but
about
That shit real.
That
Soul
shit is
ties, all
real.
that shit is real for sure.
The pH bounces will get thrown off.
Well,
to block some of that shit.
Y'all getting away
Nah,
from the whole.
You said a condom
I
blocks
think,
some of that?
yeah,
You talking about like the
as far as the
soul
attachment
tie,
part,
nigga,
yeah,
that shit
soul
not true,
tie,
bro.
all
That shit is
All the
not
niggas
true.
argue that the condom blocks all attachment from the girl.
Shit.
You can
No,
get
I'm
it.
talking
So
about
you
as
get
far
you
as
get to go to
soul
condom.
ties.
It blocks all attachment.
He's saying all of the
It's the soul ties attachment.
all of the energy on the outside.
I understand. Why not get a vasectomy?
What?
Where did that come from?
Where did that come
That's so random.
I'm
What are you talking
Kids, I
about?
don't know what kids right now. nigga.
talking about you scared about having kids.
No, he's
No,
not
I
saying
ain't
that.
say that.
He
Oh,
said
I'm scared about having kids with the wrong woman. That's what I'm scared.
Exactly.
I'm scared of having
We never
kids.
talk about that. Y'all on the whole other
the
thing.
right one will turn into the wrong one once y'all have kids. If you
Nah,
don't.
you don't never know.
Ooh.
You don't never know, bro.
That's why we gotta have a dog together first.
Look, y'all gotta know
A
again.
goldfish. I need to see how you gonna feed this motherfucker.
When I wasn't when the kids, I just said women hygiene is very important, and they're more willing to
Nah,
put up
for
with,
sure.
with some musty
For sure.
than God are willing to put up with some stank. Because you like,
Yeah.
it's different.
Oh,
It's different
God.
standards of being a woman. Like women supposed to smell good. Guys can we can smell like nothing. They're like, you smell good. You smell like
Hey, but
nothing.
some women
Like,
like
but
that.
women gotta like. She don't smell like something. I'm like, ugh, like what's wrong with her?
Some
Like, why she
women
don't
like
feel like roses or flowers or something?
I feel
I
like
think
all
that's
that
not
stuff,
true.
but some
You-
smell like some though. For sure.
Maybe that's just me. Then.
You just have to talk to women,
I talk to women. I don't feel like I ever had a woman come through and be like, oh, that nigga had a musty. You get what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
heard
like,
niggas
yeah,
all the
yeah.
time
They
say,
tell you,
oh, that
Who
shit
you
stinks.
talk to, bro?
Niggas
Anyone
all the
can
time.
stink
And
or
honestly, you
smell
wouldn't tell your friends
like
that
nothing.
anyway.
True.
You
kinda
wouldn't,
verified.
you wouldn't tell your friends like, oh, I let him hit it and it was and his dick
Man.
was less. Yeah.
But y'all been there.
I tell my
Nasty.
friends,
I know niggas that say they did it.
That's different
You know what I'm
though.
saying? I know niggas that say they didn't hit because they shit was busted. So
Yeah.
yeah, don't have the same stories. I'm just saying. Just saying.
I don't know.
So,
I think
have
that
y'all
we
ever
should
said-
all be responsible.
We
for
have
our
three women
hygiene.
here.
I've never fucked with somebody like, and they was musty. It'd be like, okay,
Yeah, I could
let's
tell
get
you
in the
was
shower.
I could tell you was at work,
and then
but musty.
That's why I said a little bit.
Fresh
I
on
said,
real.
stink.
Now,
See, I feel
yeah,
like-
like I could tell you was working.
I feel like
and
we're
you was
making
moving.
this too different on the polar sides. Like either you're dirty or you're clean.
Nah,
I feel like
yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are misunderstanding. Like for example, couples like to work out together, and like some people get really sweaty.
Nigga, you
Right?
know,
And I'm saying like
That's not.
that's not what I'm
know
saying. That's not dirty.
like,
That's
it's
not
not
dirty.
dirty.
But somebody can be. I'm not talking about having sex.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about having sex. I'm just talking about they get stinky.
I'm talking about hoes. Hell no. I ain't
Oh, you trying to throw the pH?
You got a partner?
I'm not saying what I said. I'm just saying it's like in general. They stink. They have a body odor.
I'm talking about all types of sexually. Like,
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
no, my bad. See, I didn't know we was talking about sex. So I just told you talking about in general. I didn't know we was talking about.
Talking about sex.
I thought we
Yeah,
was
talking
talking
about
about in
sex
general.
right now.
Oh, but sex, no,
Like,
that's
good
out. That's out.
topic. So
Got
what
to.
does the game have?
Okay, so let's see. I got okay. Yeah, that's good.
all right, everybody's trying to segue. We got
So
a
we
little
gonna
raunchy there.
we gonna
We're
go ahead
gonna
and get
segue now.
it. It's called charge into the game. You feel me? We're just gonna have a few questions, and we're just gonna go ahead and see who kills their drink first. Oh, looks like she already won.
Hand me the
yes, I
bottle.
know.
Oh, yeah.
So we gonna test your blackness right here.
Go ahead.
If you put water in the soap dispenser when it's running low, take a drink.
I definitely do that shit.
We blank. We come from the struggle. You know.
You gotta make
I
that.
can't
You gotta,
make
you everybody. You gotta make it last.
I can't make it to the store right now.
Yeah, she a rich nigga. She like y'all some bro. shit.
No, I didn't do that before in my
I can't
life.
relate.
It's
I can't
lately,
relate.
like last couple years. No, I haven't.
I still
Yeah.
look.
I'm just.
I'm lazy. That's my excuse. It's not the money part. It's like
Yeah, I'm
I
lazy.
went to the store.
Yeah, I
I
got the money.
last
I
one
always
day.
buy a few at a time, so I just gotta go under the draft of the sink and be like,
Oh, you got money.
She got ballers.
Yeah, she got
man.
ballers.
Ballers.
She got expendables. You know what I'm saying? I was the
Plus,
next one,
and
man.
so at Costco, you are fancy. I got Dollar Tree.
Alright,
She
moving
shops at
on.
Target on the daily. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe every other day.
You know, just to help speed things up, sorry, but can't spell tipsy without TY, so take a drink. Yeah.
Excuse me.
We just drinking the drink.
Yeah, you gotta take a drink.
Everybody?
Yeah, everybody.
What game is this?
Oh,
One of them random cards. You know what I mean?
you playing in spirit.
When Spirit drinks some Sprite. Damn. All right. Big bank card. Okay. Everyone must drink except the player that has the most cash on them.
Oh, on them?
Me and Slick got $1.
This your
Look,
bitch.
we can't lie.
I don't carry no cash.
I don't even carry
I got
that.
$40. Yeah.
So Dom got the bucks?
Yeah, okay, big baller.
I thought everybody got a drink except.
Everybody got a drink except the person who has the most.
Oh.
Great job.
Oh, I thought it was the person who had them.
Yeah.
I paid for my shot.
I said everyone must drink except for the player that has the most
Let's
cash.
keep rolling.
All right, here we go. Okay. Oh shit! I don't even.
Why you look at me?
Do it, bro. Fuck it.
Whoa!
Come on.
You can see my light side. I'm not even gonna say that now. All right. Here we go. I said without saying names, take a drink if you was sleep with another player.
Oh damn, god damn.
Yeah.
That's my nigga wanna eat that motherfucker. I feel you, my brother.
If you have.
He said it's a wood. It's a wood question.
That's
Oh, I know
crazy.
that. I'm just
Nah,
saying,
you heard the question.
I'm gonna be politically correct over here. I'm gonna plead the
You
fifth.
would.
I'm gonna plead the fifth too.
We got.
We being respectful.
You should
I'm a
just
married
say
man.
no.
I'm a married man.
You should.
I'm not married.
You
But,
should
yeah.
just say
Yes.
Yeah.
You should
That's gonna get edited out. Okay, that's gonna get edited out.
Edit it. Cut it.
All right, we'll make this
I'm hot.
the
Lord.
second to last one. All right.
See now you're hot. Like you put the AC back on.
Yeah,
Told
because you
you.
get those.
I don't know how. I don't really want to do this one.
You gotta do it.
Okay, here we go.
So
So
this one.
basically, somebody has to have has to volunteer to have a staring contest with a player of their choice,
Okay, skip that.
and the loser drinks.
Skip that. But that's too. You got questions.
Like I said, that's what we want to do.
That's some
I
short.
thought it was
man.
Incorporate my man. He got, you feel me? I'm staring. Now he like, nah. Come on,
You like,
come on.
Okay, here we go. This one is all right. Now you still like to lose. So until the next round, right? Except for me because I don't count. I'm reading. All right. Everybody has to. You can't show your teeth until the next turn, and if another player sees your teeth, you have to drink. So okay. So starting.
No, you're in this shit, nigga. Like, that nigga said excluding me.
You gotta have to read the question.
Nigga, they wrote that bitch for you, nigga.
He fucked.
Hey, yeah, you gotta take a drink on that one.
He told me some work with that. He said they made my God for you.
Oh
we can
my
tell, bro.
God.
I don't think we can tell. He really went there. You go piece of work.
Bro, y'all was roasting in the beginning, bro. Hey, my fault, y'all ain't getting no camera.
Okay, it's good.
I'm
It's good.
sorry,
He said
bro.
they made that question for you, nigga.
All right.
Nigga said my feet was
He
like,
go piece of work.
everybody's getting shot today. Shut up, nigga.
Who hurt you, dog? Who hurt you?
You y'all said my feet was dangling, bro. Everybody's getting hit today, bro.
He said they made that car.
I gotta hear this
Wow.
bitch out.
I know you go that person with that, but
God
yeah.
damn, bro. Come on, bro. Question, nigga.
I'm really crying, bro. You really got me in tears over here, bro.
Next question.
I'm saying, bro, y'all doing, come on,
No.
bro. It wasn't that one, bro.
It was perfect. It was a perfect joke, bro. Perfect.
It was a good.
It was a perfect comeback. It was good.
Bro, they did this some weak ass questions.
Damn, bro. You gonna be like that, my daddy, bro?
All right, here we go. This one for the guys. This one for the guys. Whoever has the deepest voice has to read the next round as Morgan Freeman.
I don't know.
You have to.
I'm confused.
I actually have
So basically, you gotta like be an impression of Morgan Freeman.
I don't know if I got a deep voice. We got to think about the deepest voice.
Darkies. Darkies.
You said us?
He said, what
Who
do
got the
y'all
deepest voice? Out of us, who got the deepest voice?
All right, you guys go ahead and vote.
I don't think I got a deep voice like that.
I think it's more
He
John.
trying to take the bass out of it.
Sorry,
You got to be good,
You got a big, strong voice. You're a strong man.
Not big,
Build you.
strong.
I never really.
That's your boy.
This is just going on.
No, we knew. We
No,
know.
after the last.
You already act wild.
I
Say
said
it's toe sucking time. Oh, boy.
Sheesh, hell no.
That was.
cards are.
You want me to do it? I can read some for you. I got you.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it's already 8:53. It's already 8:53.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, you're fired.
Doesn't relate to us.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Because
that.
that's all
So
of
that's
us.
hard. I was making sure what he did.
I feel like that might be marginally. This is trash. You're right. These are bad.
Yeah, I told you.
Okay. Vote. 1942 or Hennessy? 1942 or Hennessy? 1942.
Hennessy.
You just know me.
I would have lied 1942.
I already know she's gonna say
That show like
1942.
1942.
So it-
1942. We already know, so go ahead.
Why do you know that?
Huh?
Why do you know that?
What is it?
Well, 1942.
It's
So we have to take.
Okay, okay.
I drink tequila.
So we have
No,
to
just has to be
We have to take a
1942.
drink because I'm not drinking no damn Hennessy.
That's
fine.
Hey,
What y'all trying to say?
Like we said, like y'all said, y'all thought I dated white women.
Time.
I know you.
Y'all graduated from the Hennessy. Me in my younger days, but not y'all too good for
No,
this.
I also drink Hennessy, but it's just like a different story.
It's a preference.
I will start crying and I don't have
It's
time.
real shit.
Everybody name a Drake song. First person mess up, take a shot. Go.
You know what Drake
I was already drinking something. You gotta start that way.
Abuse.
Jaded.
Pound cake.
Take a
No,
drink.
non-stop.
You stuttered.
Whatever, YOLO.
Take care of you, man.
That's a whole
Nah,
album.
that's
It's
nigga,
a
that's
song too. It's a
That's a
song.
song.
It's a
That's
song
a
too.
song,
bro. That's
a
That's
song.
good shit, though.
Come on,
That's
oh.
me, I just-
Name something.
bro.
Take a shot.
He fucked up first.
What did he say? What did he say?
The twins need to take a shot. I don't
And
care.
who the hell is Yolo?
What is
Yellow?
yellow? Is that the name of the song?
Yeah, yellow. Ain't that
It's a motto.
Oh, is that?
That nigga said YOLO. Nigga wrote part of the song.
Yolo.
Did he say? He said YOLO in the song.
No.
It was-
It's
it was
not-
There was
Yolo.
no Drake song called Yolo.
He said nigga YOLO.
And it's
Yellow.
yellow, bro. It
Huh?
ain't yellow,
It's
bro.
yellow.
It's
He
a
said you
motto.
only live once.
It's a
That's
motto,
a motto, nigga.
It's a-
YOLO.
Nigga, what you say? Nigga, what you say?
He's
I said non-stop.
stuttered.
But you stuttered.
I talk fast. I'm gonna put it on
I
there.
got
I don't
you.
give a fuck.
That's
I'm not none of that shit.
Niggas,
I'm like, ain't that a great song?
Okay.
Ain't that your favorite?
That is my, you feel me, my top dog, bro. Don't give me, you feel me? I can name my albums.
Reveal what's in your pockets or take a drink.
I don't got shit in my book.
I got shit in my pocket. I empty my shit with a pie.
Yeah, reveal what's in your pockets.
I got a phone that doesn't get any messages,
Dry.
Man.
Apparently, I don't know what's happening. Keys.
and I got my keys. You
Every businessman need a
You
wallet.
ain't finna rob me. Fuck. I ain't got no cash.
Are we gonna do like what, 3 more questions? Then we
God damn,
I know.
my man's is ready.
We need some goods on
got my man's over there waiting.
Yeah, bro, he said you got something, bro. I know, bro. You got me.
Ooh, that nigga David is balling. He got 3 pennies on the counter, bro.
I thought he said panties.
Ooh, David, you knocking him down,
No,
bro?
you're not.
I'm a father.
You had a toy?
Damn, bro. What's
All
wrong
the
with you?
hands up, too. Look.
I was just playing.
Look.
Trying to get that man covered.
No. What I want to do?
Every man.
Look.
We gotta.
Look, everybody.
Skip.
Camera. Last episode when we parted. We said we didn't challenge her. I need you to bring up one question for her. I want you to come with something. I want you to ask that challenging question so I can come at you sideways.
Y'all don't have one?
Damn.
I always got questions.
I brought
I
mine.
want something that's gonna challenge her
You
mind.
brought yours?
Yeah, I already said it.
Oh. How she gonna ask herself to challenge your question?
She said ask a
Ask
challenging question,
questions.
something that intrigues her.
We wanted something
Could be
like
conspiracy,
what
could
she
be-
would think something a question that would intrigue her after.
Let's not get into conspiracy
Sports.
theories. That's
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
on.
We could talk
Wait,
about
you got
it.
the-
Oh, we
This
can
the
talk about
Wacko
anything
question.
that we're educated in.
Hey,
We
That
could
we're
talk
educated
about, hey.
Marco, wherever you know, let everybody pick. We'll come. We got something for you.
Talk about conspiracies.
I'm trying to help, but I've been drinking.
I was supposed to answer the question.
So we win?
No. Give us another.
Damn, somebody just said that shit just.
I want to do like a final big question.
Yeah, me too, because I want to have some good content for you.
I mean, the first beginning was really good.
Bullshit.
Yeah, like I was saying.
What's the good question?
Because we did start
People
playing.
battle saying, what's something I've been? Shit, my phone got all my questions on it. You got some got questions in it?
I got a question. I don't know.
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
know if it's a good ass.
I can tell it was a good one, bro. You got that energy behind it,
Bro, damn, you put pressure on the nigga. God, but alright. What makes a woman cheat?
See,
Look.
I know what make a woman cheat.
Yeah.
I have my theories.
That's
I have my theories.
I know only two
What?
real reasons. Either one, she ain't shit, or two, you ain't doing no shit.
Let's start with the A shit part. Let's start with the A.
But let's go into it though. That's all I want. We know that, but I want them to put a name, and not a name, but like details.
Honestly, like it's always still baffling to me when I hear that a woman cheats. I just like
You never
cheat.
cheat.
Hey,
No.
women cheat. Don't get it fucked up. Women be out here.
I feel like because they're not
Everybody
strong enough
cheats.
to tell the person that they want to break up, so they just cheat.
No, women cheat because they be piling on them. Look,
We tired of
But
hearing
women
y'all
cheating
say
is
why
different though.
women
I ain't gonna lie. Women cheating is different.
Because they're trying to be a man.
Nah, women cheating do be different. Go ahead.
They say they don't cheat. Y'all never cheated.
No. Not
Never.
ever. Not even.
You never thought about it? Contemplate?
So you don't know no.
Thought about it.
You ever got
Never
close?
really.
Nobody that be, you feel me, was.
I've been in a relationship and been like, as soon as I get out of this shit, I kind of got an idea.
So y'all be already fake plotting it.
Okay,
Y'all
we
just
can't
make it
act
seem
like
y'all
we
didn't
don't
cheat.
do
You
it.
feel me?
That's what I'm saying.
But
They make it
y'all-
seem
but
like they
y'all
ain't cheat,
know-
but they was still wiggling
But
around.
I don't entertain it while I'm in a relationship. Like I might, be like I said, I know exactly,
Put a head up.
if it ever happens, if this ever goes awry, yeah, I know.
Damn, I should have
Just
asked
know
a
the
different.
dust is a
No, I should have asked a different question, bro. 'Cause I know exactly what I wanted to ask that too.
Go ahead.
Why is it, you feel me, that women feel like before they get out of one boat, they need to make sure that my feet is, you feel me, at least sturdy in this other boat? Why is that?
I don't
Why
know.
don't y'all draw your own boat? Like
That's
maybe
not
it's how you talking
always
about. Draw the boat. Like,
It's not always true, but it's true for some cases.
It
true
is,
for most
yeah,
cases.
because a lot
'Cause I
of
definitely
people won't
know that
move
shit.
on from one situation until they kind of have another one going on. That's definitely true.
Yeah, I guess
Look,
it takes.
hold
When I was
it.
out of my 8-year relationship, like we were fine, and then one day I just woke up and was like, yeah, I don't want to be with you.
but did it
And
not?
then I didn't like rush off to like be with somebody else. It was
Yeah,
like
I
a
feel like
full
that's
year.
cool.
I was just like
Yeah,
kind of just figuring out my own
See,
shit.
that don't count. Women always go that 1 year. I want to find out who I am year.
No, that's healthy.
Then they go back
That's
into their little, they go to
That's
their
healthy.
phase.
That's
I
healthy.
wouldn't even
I've
worry
been
about
doing
when
that
I
most
start fucking with
relationships
somebody.
do
Yeah,
that.
but if you hopping into next
Yeah, not right
relationship
after. You
next,
feel me?
then
Y'all
you-
got 2
Yeah.
months. Y'all wait a couple
That's
months.
just bad.
Not even that, but like if you're constantly hopping into the next relationship, that means you have some type of dependency on it.
Yeah, you can't
For
be
happiness,
alone.
exactly, and you have to make sure that you can be alone.
You
as a
have to
woman.
make yourself
As
happy
a person.
before you rely on the next person to make you happy. So, say for instance, me, I wasn't happy in my relationship for probably for like the last year and a half, or when I was in a relationship with that person, probably like a year and a half or a year over almost 2 years ago, and I feel like part of myself wasn't happy with myself just because who I was with, it was so toxic that I was a completely different person than who I was truly, or who I truly was, just because they were so manipulative, so, controlling, all these things that it almost made you want to be by yourself to make yourself happy. So I feel like if you jump into relationship after relationship, you're like depending on someone else to make you happy, and you can't really be alone. And sometimes it takes you to actually be alone for you to be able to just.
Yeah, I feel like if
You
you
know what I'm
jump
saying?
into another relationship, you're just scared of the quiet time that is gonna allow for you to figure your own out.
That should be lonely
you
sometimes.
But definitely, but it allows
it's
that quiet space and that time
Yeah.
for you to really work on you, and a lot of people are scared of that space
Yeah.
and use people for the noise, for the distraction from dealing with their own shit. And you will never be a successful partner for anybody else until you allow for yourself to exist in that space.
Right.
Nah, that's one.
I agree with it for the most part, but I feel like
Right.
no, I agree for the most part, but like this is why I feel like sometimes the person that hops into the next relationship feel like they wasn't the problem. They feel they have better suited. They feel they have better
That's why they
suited.
do it.
Or they feel like I gave you the chance, you had you got a
I
younger
mean,
age.
that
That's why some people do it, I think.
I feel that too, though.
Hey, sometimes they sometimes you like it could be a confidence thing. It might be a mindset like.
But if you're able to, have eyes for somebody else, that means you really wasn't.
You have to have eyes for somebody, but once that thing, you know that ends when it ends. it's
You
like-
might be emotionally checked out of the situation that you're in
Facts, that's
if you
facts,
can
that's
have.
facts.
I kind of want to give a final statement. I just want to say, in my recent weeks, just watching YouTube and just watching competitions of fitness and just women in general, or just people in general, just where their job is to look good.
Mhm.
There are too many good-looking people in this world for you to sit there and say I'm not attracted to that person. I'm sorry. Like you can love somebody physically, but you can still admit at the same time, like, damn, that person.
I mean,
With your relationship, women be open to that type of shit sometimes.
we walking down the street together and see somebody that's cute.
Yeah, oh, what's up? She look good.
She cute.
She got
She
ass.
look good.
Good
Ain't her
time.
ass fat? Oh, okay, cool.
Fat as hell.
But
It depends on the woman.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
for sure point a booty out if I'm with my nigga and we're out and I see a fat
But what if he point a booty out?
Then
I'm
we
in the
looking
one
at
of these,
that
like, I know you see this. You know me?
He be scared as hell until she give it out real short. He like, I ain't gonna do it. Like, baby, the ass is fake. Okay, I can do it. let me go peek real quick.
Yeah, no.
Nah, but like,
See, because I already know females who said that shit, and then that actually happens in real life. Like, for example, I remember there was this fine ass shit in college. Homeboy was looking at a girl and she had a fat ass and she was
you
pretty
daydreaming
big.
about it. You
And
close
she-
to
yeah, I'm telling you right now. Like, he said that shit, he said, damn. And then she was standing right in front of him, and then she was.
But she didn't give him the permission. Like, they said they give it for the permission. Like, hey,
And you can't be
And you
in
gotta
awe.
know
I mean,
your
you can be
position
like,
with your man.
you can look, but you can't be talking about some.
Yeah,
Damn, like, come on, bro.
Like,
That's
we on Friday.
disrespectful. That's like if I seen a fine nigga and I was like,
And I'm breaking my
okay,
fucking neck.
yeah.
Like, bitch, we're real
And I'm
ice.
like, okay.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
Nah, but see,
I wouldn't be with you.
See, that would work with me. You know
that.
when I would work with me, I'd be like,
See,
I'd be like, go get him.
that. I see
Yeah.
it
I'm
as a
just a
man
cocky
and
dude.
with a
Like, I'm
man,
like, go
I
get him.
think
I'm
to
good.
myself.
Exactly.
Maybe I'm toxic.
You gotta have
I'm like,
in
you
yourself.
want to go get him.
Give me a little
Maybe I'm a little toxic. So I'd be like, you want to go get him? I'm so, maybe we get it from mom. I feel like we grew up in like a house where my mom had different like boyfriends and stuff, like hella different men in her life. So I see that as always other fish in the sea. I want my fish. I want to grow with my fish, but
She's a player.
once that ends, I'm like, I think about my family history. I'm like, these other fish out there, big what's to come.
It's
like,
always
what's to
more
come.
fish in the ocean.
But it's kind of that's like it's a
Just
big.
take your time with it.
Hey,
Don't
watch Seaspiracy. That shit's not coming true, bro. But shit, hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. Thank you again, Don't Do That Chat crew. I am M80. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, please remember, don't do that.